Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp. Chapter 3. Dinner at Aladdin's House. Aladdin opened the door and the magician stepped into the house.
Aladdin, son of my brother,
said Maghrib. He placed a basket of figs into Zeba's arms, bowed low and said,
wife of my brother, a small gift.
Then he looked around the room.
Tell me,
he said,
where did your husband once sit?
Zeba pointed to a cushion by the wall.
Oh, my poor brother!
Maghrib cried out and collapsed into a heap on the cushion. This looks like true sadness, whispered Zeba, and she rushed to her guest. There's no need to be so distressed, she said. Come, let's eat. Aladdin helped the magician stand up, and his mother carried in the food. Then, while they sat and ate, she began to question Maghrib. Sir, why have I never heard of you before this day?
It is no surprise to me,
answered Maghrib.
I left this town, my birthplace, 40 years ago.
My husband was still a boy, said Zeba. Maghrib nodded.
I wandered through many lands,
he continued.
At last, I found my way to Egypt.
I've heard it is a wonderful place,
said Aladdin.
Yes, my boy, it is. But over time, I became old and homesick for my own country. I wanted to see my younger brother one more time before my death. So I journeyed home to find him. But I'm too late.
Maghrib began to sob. We cannot escape the will of God, said Zeba. Here, poor man, eat a bit more. It will make you feel better. Maghrib took another serving from a big dish.
I am comforted,
he said.
Even though my brother has gone, he still lives on in this boy, Aladdin.
Maghrib put his hand on Aladdin's shoulder.
Nephew, you are the head of this house,
he said.
What work have you learned to do? How do you take care of your good mother?
Feeling guilty, Aladdin looked at his mother. He has learned nothing, the widow said angrily. Nothing at all. All day he plays games in the streets. His father died of sadness because this boy would not work. Then she burst into tears. I am the one who works all day and night to take care of this lazy boy. Aladdin hung his head in shame while the magician smiled and comforted the widow.
Your troubles are over,
he said.
God has blessed me with wealth so that I may help you.
Aladdin looked up brightly, and his mother wiped away her tears.
My nephew, you must learn a business,
said Maghrib.
It is a disgrace to play all day while your old mother toils.
You were right, my uncle,
Aladdin said quietly.
Now, boy, don't worry,
said Maghrib, patting Aladdin on the shoulder.
I will buy you a shop and fill it with goods. Then you can be a merchant, buying, selling, and growing rich.
A merchant?
said Aladdin. Growing rich? added his mother. She clapped her hands, embraced her son, and whispered into his ear, This man must truly be your uncle.
I have eaten enough, and it is now late,
said Maghrib.
But I will return in the morning, and we will go to the bazaar. I will buy Aladdin everything he needs to be a young merchant.